Okay, we have an update, a particularly important one in this entire case. The former Principal Sandip Ghosh's questioning is going to continue today also. And this, remember, ladies and gentlemen, is day 5. CBI sources are saying answers from the former principal are changing in every round, which is why they keep calling him in. We'll tell you a little bit more about what CBI sources had to say. Our colleague Arunima is joining us to bring us more. Arunima, just yesterday, you were bringing us the details of how the principal has been called in again and again. Just tell us, please, bring us the most recent update, bring us the context of the questioning, then we'll ask you further questions.
See, Sandip Ghosh has been questioned, for 4 days continuously. Each day, the questioning has lasted for more than 12 to 13 hours. Today is day 5. He's expected again in about 20 minutes from now. What sources are telling us that his answers are not coherent. His answers seems to be changing from first to second round of questioning and so on and so forth. Why is he not giving the same answer if he is speaking the truth? We have known, having covered crime cases in the past, that this is a technique that investigators often use. If there is a doubt in their mind that the person on the other end is not speaking the truth, sustained questioning measures are adopted. Sandip Ghosh has not been taken into custody by CBI yet, which means they are still looking for that crucial piece of evidence. But things are moving towards a destruction of evidence case at least. On the other hand, Kamalika is just bringing us the story that the local police here in Kolkata has also registered a Prevention of Corruption Act case against Sandip Ghosh. There are other sections of cheating.
We'll just break that for our audiences and go over to Kamalika. Let's just go over to her with that breaking. Let's break it for you first though. As our colleague Arunima just told us, a corruption case against Dr. Sandip Ghosh has just been filed by local police. The Kolkata police registering a corruption case against him. Let's just go over to Kamalika for context on this. Kamalika, over the last few days, we've seen multiple rumors floating in the form of WhatsApp forwards, in the form of news online, that there was widespread irregularities of different kinds taking place at RG Car. Now we're seeing local police take some action. Of course, the public will ask why now. Just tell us a little bit more about what we're seeing take place.
See, this is a case which has been registered by an IS officer called Debal Kumar Ghosh, and it has been lodged in Tara PS. Now, here 120B and 420 IPC section and section 7 of the Prevention of Corruption has been, these are the sections, and also the corruption section is there in this complaint. And this has been filed by an IS officer, which is very important because it is he who is accusing Dr. Sandip Ghosh of corruption. Now, various allegations have come for the last 2 weeks against Dr. Sandip Ghosh. But interestingly, 3 things happens just before the Supreme Court hearing. Number 1, yesterday late night a seat was formed to look after the irregularities of financial irregularities of this college, with IG level IPS officer heading that. Also, we have seen that he has revealed the name, and that's why another case was initiated. This is the 3rd thing which we see the administration has done. Obviously, this complaint has come from Mr. Debal Ghosh. But these are the 3 things which the administration obviously will put forward in the Supreme Court, that see, these are the steps which we have taken against Sandip Ghosh. And as Arunima was pointing out, now this case will also be, CBI can take over this case, because what we are getting from sources, CBI is also getting some links that there is a corruption link to this entire case. State is showing that, see, we have done this, we have done, because the main allegation behind on state was why he was reinstated. Now the state will show that, see, we have done all these things. We are taking steps against this. It's not that Sandip Ghosh is, we are trying to protect Sandip Ghosh. This is a very interesting move by the, the administration.
Okay, Kamalika, can I ask you to stay with us? So let me just tell our audiences, we have 3 reporters bringing us 24/7 coverage on this. Kamalika and Arunima are both joining us from West Bengal. Our colleague Ananya Bhatnagar just joined us from outside the Supreme Court. So we'll go to each of them with questions. Let's just go over to Ananya first though, as he's just joined us. Ananya, we were just telling our audiences, you have a 3-judge bench that will be taking a look at this case. The Supreme Court had taken suo motu cognizance of this case, and this is a few days after the Calcutta High Court transferred this entire case to the CBI. Ananya, just tell us, obviously it's going to take place at 10:30, so it hasn't yet started, but still, what could take place? And by that, we mean, what is the Supreme Court's ambit over this? What could we potentially be looking at will play out in the next few hours?
Well, remember that the Supreme Court, that is in fact the Chief Justice of India, Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud himself, took a suo motu cognizance of this particular matter with regards to the Arjikar Medical College incident that had happened, which unfortunate rape and death incident that had happened at the Arjikar Medical College. And a bench headed by the Chief Justice of India is going to hear this particular matter. It had taken a suo motu cognizance on Sunday. And you know, since the matter reaches the Supreme Court, the ambit both in the scope of the investigation also increases, and you know, the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court is pan-India. If at all, you know, there are apprehensions that are raised by any of the sides with regards to the investigation that is being carried out, or if at all, you know, there are apprehensions raised that, you know, the trial in this case cannot take place in fact the state of West Bengal itself, then the Supreme Court has the requisite powers to actually transfer the trial to outside the state of West Bengal as well. However, another petition is listed before the Supreme Court today with regards to, you know, stoppage of in fact the usage of the picture and the identification of the victim being leaked on in fact the social media platform. We saw unfortunate memes also taking place on the girl's photo where, you know, unfortunate comments were made after that horrific incident that occurred to her, and in which she also lost her life. So all of these aspects would be taken care of by the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has taken a suo motu cognizance, which means that, you know, there is some kind of a seriousness that would be attached to the matter, because the Calcutta High Court had, you know, said that in order to restore the public confidence, it had transferred the matter to the Central Bureau of Investigation. The CBI would be there, the Union would be there, and in fact the West Bengal government would definitely be there. How would the Supreme Court be reacting to the kind of the events that have unfolded in the state of West Bengal and the protests that have taken place across the country by the doctors across the country is something, you know, that would be very, very crucial to see, and whether the Supreme Court get icks with the approach that has been adopted by the West Bengal government is something that we'll have to wait and watch for.
Okay, Ananya, you'll be providing us with updates on this through the day today. Let's go to our colleague Arunima, who joins us right now. Arunima, over the last few days, you've provided us multiple interviews with students from the RG College. I just want to understand from you, the biggest thing we've seen circulate on social media over the last few days is this pervasive belief that over the last few decades, there was a conspiracy of sorts playing out within the medical college. You were on the ground, you interviewed students. What did you find when you were talking to students?
See, I mean, the authorities are in the best place to come out and tell us what was this racket going on. So far, neither the Kolkata police, which investigated this matter for 4 days, nor the CBI has come out and confirmed any of those allegations. There are allegations made of organ rackets, of porn rackets, sex racket. One thing that has been confirmed, however, was that the students were harassed, their examination marks were put on hold, their internships, their house staffship, even the gold medals. Everything was dependent on how close you were to Sandip Ghosh, how much you supported him. That much has come on record from multiple sources within RG Car. Financial irregularities, I think, is the greatest suspicion at the moment. That's why the Calcutta administration has also moved and registered that FIR against him. Even here at the CBI CGO complex office at Salt Lake, the sense that I am getting is that the focus of the CBI investigation is the reaction of Sandip Ghosh and the hospital management after the crime was discovered. Clearly, they were found wanting in showing empathy and showing some kind of a sensitivity. Is it because there was something to hide in terms of the operations in the hospital? That's what the CBI is focusing on. And I think the sense that I'm getting is the least that Sandip Ghosh's trouble could mean is a case for criminal conspiracy, cheating and corruption, and also perhaps aiding destruction of evidence in the case of main crime.
Okay, Arunima, stay with us, please. Let's go over to our colleague Kamalika to ask her a little bit more about an entirely different aspect. Kamalika, over the last few days, we've seen protests rock Kolkata. I just want you to give us a check-in on that, on the passion, on the tenure. Are they very much continuing over the next few days too? And also tell us, Kamalika, we know the Kolkata police has registered 280 notices against the BJP, against the Congress, the BJP and the Trinamool Congress, other YouTubers, leaders. It's a very, very long list. Could you just break that down for us too?
They have alerted more than 1,000 people for spreading misinformation. That's what I get from my sources. On the other hand, not only that, more than 280 notices have been served, and we have seen the doctors have been served notice.